Congratulations. God says, your youth is being restored. You will look much younger if you listen to me now. Don't skip God. Listen to me with your whole heart right now. Do not scroll away. This may be the most important moment you've had in a long time. Something powerful is about to shift in your life, but if you skip over this, you may miss the very breakthrough you've been praying for. I have come with a word that carries my presence, and if you give me your attention, I will renew you from the inside out. This is not just encouragement, it is a divine promise. Your youth is being restored, and if you have faith, stay until the very end, because this word carries the key to the healing of your body, your mind, your spirit, and even your appearance. Comment Amen if you receive this, because I want you to let me know your heart is open and ready to receive what I have prepared for you. You've been so tired lately, haven't you? You've looked in the mirror and wondered where the time went, feeling the heavy weight of the years and the relentless pressure of life draining the light right out of your eyes. But I am the Lord, your healer, and I'm telling you right now that the season of weariness is finally ending. Your strength is being renewed like the eagles, and if you walk with me and trust me, I will restore what has faded and bring back what life and time have tried to take from you. Yes, even your youth. This is not about vanity or pride. This is about my glory shining brightly through you. When my spirit fills a person, they are completely renewed, revived, and transformed from the depths of their soul. The years that seemed entirely lost to stress, sin, trauma, and sorrow are not actually gone, because I am the God who restores, the one who makes all things new, breathing life into dry bones, clothing you in beauty for ashes, and bringing joy where mourning once lived. If you listen to me now and follow me closely, you will see it with your own eyes, because I need you to hear me clearly when I say this is not just about looking younger on the outside, but about being deeply renewed in every single way. Your energy will return to you, your clarity of mind will come back, and your hope will rise again with the morning sun. The years of burden have made you feel old before your time, but I have never left you. And I've simply been waiting for you to turn your heart fully to me, not halfway, not occasionally, but fully and completely. Because when you do that, rivers of living water will flow right through you, and it will show not just spiritually, but even physically for all to see. Like I said in Isaiah 40:31, those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength, soaring on wings like eagles, running and not growing weary, walking and not fainting. Do you hear me? That is you, and that is what I am doing in your life right now, if you will just hold on to me and refuse to let go. I see the weariness in your soul. I see how you've been putting on a brave face for everyone around you while your heart is utterly tired. But I have not forgotten you, and I am certainly not done with you yet. I am doing something brand new inside of you, and it is going to surprise even you when you wake up one morning and notice that your smile is brighter, your eyes are lighter, and your spirit is lifted. It won't happen because of anything this world has given you, but because my presence has completely filled your vessel. This is what happens when you don't skip me, when you stay consistently in my presence, when you open your Bible not out of empty duty but with a ravenous hunger, and when you pray not just to ask for things, but simply to sit in stillness with me. You've looked for solutions in so many different places, trying to change your habits, fix your routines, and chase better results through sheer willpower. But I'm telling you now that the true secret is found in me alone. I will satisfy your soul with good things so that your youth is renewed like the eagles, just as it says in Psalm 103:5, because this is not a mere metaphor or a poetic wish. It is my absolute and unbreakable promise to you. If I can part the vast Red Sea, and if I can raise Lazarus from the dead, do you really think I cannot restore your body, soften the lines of age, and return the vitality that once flowed effortlessly through you? But you must not skip me, because that is the key. I need your undivided attention. I need your genuine devotion, and I need you to stop placing me at the very bottom of your priority list after everything else is done. I am not an afterthought or a spare tire. I am your ultimate source and your eternal lifeline. And when you place me first in your life, everything else will be added to you in abundance, including peace, joy, energy, mental clarity, and yes, even youthful physical strength. Do not be deceived by the empty promises of this world, because what I give to you cannot be bought with money or earned through toil, as it flows directly from my spirit and restores you completely from root to branch. Comment 1:1 if you believe this is your moment of restoration, because it is not too late for you, and you have not missed your window of opportunity. Some of you have cried silently in the dark about how much you've aged, looking at yourselves in the mirror and feeling deep regret for the stress and heartache that have taken such a heavy toll on your physical vessel. But I say to you that I am the God of second chances. Even in your appearance and even in your physical strength, I am breathing new life into your frame, just like when Moses came down from the mountain after being immersed in my presence and his face was radiantly glowing for all the Israelites to see. That is precisely what my presence does, changing what people see, bringing heaven right down to earth, and it all begins with a simple choice made by you today. You are not invisible to me. I know how hard you have fought to keep going. I know how many nights you stayed up worrying, and I know how much weight you've silently carried, and now I am actively rewarding your faith. Your fierce fight to stay kind when life was cruel to you, and your stubborn decision to keep walking forward when you felt like giving up completely have not gone unnoticed by my eyes. This wonderful restoration is my personal reward for your long endurance, because you didn't turn bitter, you didn't walk away in spite, you held on to me through the storm, and now I am breathing fresh wind upon you once again. Don't look to the mirror first with doubt and fear. Look straight to me, and as you stay close to my side, you'll see the difference in that mirror, watching the healthy glow return, along with a renewed softness and a vibrant spark in your expression. My spirit brings real life, changing not just your heart and mind, but touching your physical body, your voice, your movement, and even your smile, lifting that oppressive heaviness once and for all so that you can walk into a brand new, refreshing season of your life. Could your brain actually be the reason why you are still struggling financially? Scientists have just confirmed that a specific 9-word sentence hidden deep within your subconscious mind may be secretly blocking money and abundance from entering your life. But now, you have the incredible opportunity to reverse it immediately by discovering these exact 9 words that can help wealth start following you starting today. Though the government and powerful entities might pull this hidden secret down at any moment, so make sure to click the link right there in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. You will no longer be known by your pain, your failures, or your past mistakes. Instead, you will be known by my incredible favor resting upon your life. When people look at you in the days ahead and ask, "What on earth happened to you?" your answer will be wonderfully simple and true. I didn't skip God, I stayed close to Him, and He brought me back to life in a way I never thought possible. Your best years are certainly not behind you in some distant memory, because I have saved the absolute best for last, and you will shine in ways you never have before, not through your own exhausting effort, but simply through abiding continually in me. Just like a branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it remains firmly attached to the vine, neither can you unless you remain connected to me every single day. Stay in me, don't ever skip me, and you will watch with amazement as I renew everything in your life, even restoring the things you thought were gone forever, because this is my personal work in you and not just a temporary fix. My healing reaches all the way down to the deepest root, meaning you no longer need to chase every new worldly answer or quick fix, because I am the answer, and I always have been from the very beginning. I want you to deeply trust me with the areas of your life that currently feel broken, drained, and completely worn down, because I see it all. And while you may have tried to cover it up with forced routines, tired smiles, or painful silence, I have always seen right through it. I am not upset with you for being weak. Rather, I am calling you deeper into my grace, because the deeper place is precisely where true healing happens, and the deeper place is where unbreakable strength is ultimately found. If you keep giving me your attention day after day, I will keep pouring out a measure of strength you didn't even know you possessed, reaching far beyond physical youth to give you a profound lightness in your spirit and a genuine joy you haven't felt in many years. Remember that childlike wonder you used to carry so effortlessly? When did it slip away from you? Life got heavy, and the hard world tried to harden your tender heart, but I am removing that crushing weight right now, washing off the accumulated layers of weariness and grief, and uncovering the real you underneath. You are not too far gone for my grace. You are not too old for my miracles, and you are not too damaged for my love, because you are still mine, and I am still actively working on you day and night. When I say don't skip me, I am not standing over you with a scolding finger. Rather, I am rescuing you from yourself, interrupting your hectic routine to call you back into divine alignment, because the abundant life I want to give you cannot possibly grow where I am shut out. I need space to breathe inside of you again, and when you finally give me that sacred space, everything changes instantly. You will walk differently, you will smile differently, and people will immediately sense a profound, unshakable peace whenever you walk into a room. That is not your own doing or your own manufactured charisma. That is simply what happens when you carry my living presence wherever you go. Comment 222. If you trust that I am doing this exact work for you right now, and let that be your quiet, personal agreement with me as we walk this path together. You've watched other people glow with an inner peace while you sat quietly in the dark corners, wondering what on earth was wrong with you. But I want you to know the absolute truth. There was never anything fundamentally wrong with you. You've simply been running on empty for far too long, pouring out your energy, your love, and your time for everyone else, without ever being properly filled up in return. But now I am turning that entire dynamic completely around. You are going to be filled to the overflowing measure, not just barely scraping by with enough to survive, because I am restoring not only what you lost along the way, but even what you never knew you could possibly have. There is a magnificent version of you that you haven't even met yet, one that laughs more freely, walks in bold confidence, and no longer carries shame, fear, or exhaustion like heavy armor on your shoulders. That elevated version of you is not a fantasy or a pipe dream. It is precisely who you become when my spirit transforms you from the inside out, and that exact version is coming alive right now as you read these words. Stay close to me, and you'll see yourself begin to naturally reflect my beauty, my radiant energy, and my eternal glory, proving that this isn't about denying the hard years you faced, but rather about redeeming them completely. Everything you've walked through has shaped your character, but it does not define your future, because I define your future, and I say that you are being renewed right now. I say your future is vastly greater than your past. Your body, mind, and soul are entering a fresh season of refreshing, and laughter is returning to your mouth, along with renewed strength to your weary bones. You've been praying desperately for answers, and I am giving you the ultimate one right now. Your true healing is found exclusively in my presence, not in fixing every external problem or changing your difficult circumstances, but in simply abiding with me, resting with me, and trusting me enough to finally let go of your need for control. That is where your true renewal begins, requiring no frantic striving from you, just the willingness to stay connected like branches remaining on the vine, which is the only way the sweet fruit of life is produced. Many of you have watched your physical bodies slow down over the years and simply assumed that this is just how life has to be from now on, but you must remember that I am never limited by human time or biological aging, because I am the one who created time itself. I formed your intricate body in the womb. I know every single cell, every fragile joint, and every muscle fiber, and I can breathe fresh life back into places that doctors and medicine can never reach. I can bring absolute clarity to your mind when confusion has stayed for far too long. I can calm your anxious thoughts, lift the dark fog of depression, and return a vibrant youthfulness to your entire life. There is nothing about you that is beyond my power to repair, because I formed you with immense care. I have numbered the very hairs on your head, and I have seen every single tear you shed in secret, proving to you without a shadow of a doubt that I have never left you behind. This powerful restoration I speak of is not just some abstract spiritual concept floating in the air. It is real, it is tangible, and it is specifically designed for you, making itself known in your life and visible to those around you without you even having to explain it. But you must not skip me, because that remains the vital condition, not because I want to restrict your freedom, but because I want to protect you from a harsh world that will drain you dry if you keep chasing things that cannot truly satisfy. You don't need more worldly noise or distractions. You desperately need more of me, sitting with me in quiet stillness and opening your heart when no one else is watching, because that is where I meet you and where true healing flows like a river. There is a very specific reason why your spirit has felt so restless and unsettled lately, and it's because your soul has been trying to tell you that something essential is missing, and that missing piece is uninterrupted time spent with me. Not rushed, distracted prayer, but real, quality time where you simply gaze into my presence and watch what happens when you finally carve out that sacred space in your daily life. Watch how your sleep dramatically improves, how your physical energy steadily increases, how your patience returns tenfold, how your skin clears up, and how your chaotic thoughts finally settle down into a deep, abiding peace. This is all part of my comprehensive renewal, and when I do a work, I do it fully and completely, never just patching you up temporarily, but making you whole down to your very core. I won't just touch your energy levels, I will touch your deep emotions, your physical hormones, your daily outlook, your foundational strength, and your habits, aligning your entire life with the pure atmosphere of heaven and causing peace to flood your house while turning every confusion into absolute clarity. Why did nearly 20,000 people suddenly and unexpectedly become financially free last month? They all discovered a very strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried deep within neuroscience research, and once heavily hidden by government agencies, and once they applied it, their lives transformed overnight. Now they are paying off massive debts, traveling the world to places they only dreamed of, and living in comfortable homes they never thought they could possibly afford on their own. If you are seeing this message right now, you are incredibly lucky, because this hidden page might disappear at any second, so make sure to click the link right there in the description and comments to know this life-changing secret before it is deleted forever. You don't have to force anything in your own strength anymore. Just let me in fully, because I am never asking you for impossible perfection, but rather for honest surrender. I can work wonders with a willing and humble heart far more easily than I can with a polished, prideful appearance, and all I truly need from you today is your simple, honest yes. You've been carrying so much emotional weight silently for so long, fighting invisible mental battles and harboring a deep fear of the unknown future, and that heavy burden has worn you down far more than you even realize. You've smiled through your pain and kept moving forward while your spirit quietly cried out for genuine rest. But I heard every single one of those cries, and I saw every hidden tear you shed in the dark. Now I am doing what no human being could ever possibly do for you, restoring what was drained not just by advancing age, but by the relentless wear and tear of life, stress and heartbreak, renewing you not because you've somehow earned it through good deeds, but simply because I love you with an everlasting love. Comment 333 to declare your bold faith in what I am doing in your life right now, letting it stand as your public declaration of trust. Do you remember how you used to laugh without a single hesitation, and how you used to dream big dreams without any fear of failure? That wasn't just youthful naivety. That was the pure freedom and joy I originally created you to experience, and I am actively bringing you right back to that place. This is not some form of backward regression. It is a true restoration, meaning I am not erasing your hard-earned wisdom or maturity, but rather removing the accumulated wear and tear that unjustly tried to steal your natural light. You will remain wise and full of wonder, strong yet tender, deeply grounded yet bursting with life, which is the exact balance that my presence brings to a person in ways the world could never replicate. I am not even remotely surprised by how far you may have drifted away from me, because life gets busy, priorities inevitably shift, and distractions pile up. But now I am gently calling you back to your true center. I am not standing here angry with you for wandering off. Instead, I simply miss you, missing the quiet moments of fellowship we used to share, your simple prayers, your songs of worship, and your honest tears, not because I need them to survive, but because they draw you close to my heart. And when you are close to me, everything changes for the better, because that is where true healing happens, where time bends, where age bows its head, and where heavy weariness is instantly lifted off your shoulders. Let me speak directly to your physical body right now, addressing your tired cells, your aching bones, and your shallow breath, letting me speak vibrant life into places that have felt stuck and frozen for years. I formed you with intricate care and with a glorious purpose, and I never once meant for you to live an exhausted existence, dragging yourself through life and merely trying to survive each difficult day. I designed you specifically for joy, for active movement, and for a deep peace that rests quietly in your chest, making you to live with light shining brightly in your eyes and steady strength in your every step. Some of you reading this still think it's far too late, that too much water has passed under the bridge, and that too many irreversible things have happened, but I want you to hear my voice clearly. Nothing is ever too far gone for my hands. I am never limited the way human beings are. I don't need perfect circumstances to work a miracle, and I simply need a little bit of open space in your life, giving me room to move, room to speak, and room to heal. I am breathing active restoration into your lungs, bringing not just a small cosmetic change, but a complete radical renewal from top to bottom. Could a simple 9-word ritual genuinely be your long-awaited key to financial freedom? What sounds like wild fiction is now being confirmed by mainstream science, as Harvard researchers and leaked documents point directly to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally and effortlessly. This very same 9-word prayer has already helped over 19,000 formerly broke people completely erase their debts, attract steady wealth, and live a life overflowing with luxury. But this incredible secret won't stay online much longer. Make sure to click the link right there in the description and comments right now to access it before it is permanently removed from the internet forever. I am restoring your youth, And while that certainly includes your physical body, it also includes your inner fire, your genuine excitement for waking up to a new day, your spontaneous laughter, your bold courage, and your vibrant spark. You felt dulled and muted by time, disappointment, and endless stress, but I am lighting you back up from the inside out, not just for show or applause, but because your life still holds immense purpose, and you still have more to do, more to become, and more to carry out for my glory. You thought it was past the 11th hour and far too late, but I'm telling you it is right on time, falling precisely on my perfect timetable. So let me move freely and shift things within your heart and mind. I know you've tried everything under the sun to fix this yourself, buying new routines, seeking better sleep, purchasing different health products, and trying out new habits, but you still felt worn down because true restoration never starts on the surface of your skin. It always begins deep down in the heart, starting the exact moment you invite me in to stay permanently, not just coming for a quick visit, but coming to dwell in your temple and build you up from the within to heal every neglected place. Comment 1212 if you truly believe that I am dwelling with you right now, and let that be your anchor in the storm. The wonderful changes I bring into your life are never temporary band-aids. I don't fix one minor thing while letting something else completely fall apart, because I make you whole, bringing divine balance and lasting peace in a way that causes people to look at you and instantly know something massive has shifted. That is what it truly means to be set apart for a high purpose, carrying my presence not just in empty religious words, but in the very way you carry yourself, how you speak with kindness, and how you walk into a room with quiet confidence. I am never asking you to pretend to be strong on your own when you are crumbling inside. In fact, I need you to stop pretending you're completely fine when you're secretly falling apart. Because I am not looking for your human performance, I am looking for your raw honesty. If you are tired, simply tell me. If you are weak, bring that weakness right to me, because where you are at your absolute weakest, my divine power is made completely perfect, letting me be your true strength and your daily renewal. The moment you stop pretending is the exact moment I start restoring, proving to you that you are never too much, never too broken, and never too far gone for my healing touch to reach you. That persistent voice inside your head telling you that you've missed your golden moment for good is certainly not coming from me, because I never speak words of condemnation or shame, speaking instead from pure love, absolute truth, and a high calling that lifts you up rather than pushes you down. I am never asking you to somehow earn this miraculous restoration with your own works. I am simply asking you to open your hands and receive it as a free gift, trusting me enough to whisper, God, I'm ready, I'm open, and I yield to you. You have no idea how much I genuinely want to lift you out of the pit, knowing you've been low for quite a while now, feeling not just physically tired, but emotionally drained, spiritually quiet, and mentally foggy. But I'm sweeping through the corridors of your life right now like a fresh, rushing wind, clearing out the suffocating heaviness and pushing back the dark clouds of despair so that you will never have to live the rest of your days under that oppressive weight again. I am breaking those chains off your wrists because I have called you for much more than mere survival, and even though people around you might not fully understand it and might even mock your sudden hope, let them watch, because soon they will witness the undeniable transformation with their own eyes. They will notice the dramatic change in your spirit, and they will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it had nothing to do with human effort and everything to do with my divine power, bringing great glory to my name by using your beautiful life as a living testimony. Comment 777 if you are ready for your daily life to reflect my mighty power for all the world to see, because you were never put here on this earth just to survive the grind. I did not create you to simply make it through the calendar days by dragging your feet, because you were wonderfully made to thrive, to reflect my unconditional love, and to shine brightly like a beacon in dark places. You may have completely forgotten that vital truth along the way, but I certainly haven't, and I still see the exact same immense value in you that I saw on the very day I formed your frame in the secret place. I want to restore that true identity deep inside of you, because when you finally know who you really are in me, everything changes overnight. You walk with clear purpose, you speak with quiet confidence, and you live with authentic freedom. This wonderful freedom I'm giving you isn't just about escaping physical weariness, but it is total freedom from all the wicked lies that have artificially aged your heart and spirit over the years. Lies that whispered you are not enough, lies that told you you're far too old to dream, and lies that falsely claimed you've missed your final chance. None of which ever came from my mouth, because I call you chosen, I call you beloved, I call you immensely valuable, and I call you directly into this magnificent renewal. I'm touching delicate places inside of you that no one else on earth sees, reaching into corners where you yourself forgot things were hidden away, such as old disappointments, silent, unresolved pain, and things that made you lose your unique voice, your creativity, and your fiery passion. But I see every single piece of it, and I am reaching right into those wounded places with my gentle, healing hand, restoring not only your physical body and youthful energy, but your distinct sound, your vibrant color, and your clear vision for the future. You're going to dream again with wide-eyed wonder. You're going to sing your songs of praise again with a glad heart, and you are going to rise up out of the ashes like a magnificent bird, because every single time you come close to my presence, you are being fundamentally changed. That is the miraculous nature of my spirit. It never leaves you the exact same way it found you, ensuring that the more time you spend abiding with me, the more you naturally reflect my character to a broken world. That is why certain people throughout history have seemed to carry an unshakable peace and a radiant joy wherever they went, because they simply made it their habit to spend unhurried time with me. And I want that exact reality for you too. I want your daily life to be filled with countless moments of quiet stillness in my presence, moments that will restore your mental and physical vitality far better than 1,000 nights of deep sleep ever could. Don't look at your own reflection in the mirror with sadness or critical disappointment anymore, because I am actively restoring you day by day, causing you to look again one morning and finally see what I have always seen. A breathtaking masterpiece being renewed from glory to glory. Don't ever judge your bright future by the painful scars of your past, because I am currently writing a brand new chapter for you, something holy, something full of vibrant life, and it all starts right here, right now, with your willing yes when you look up and say, God, I won't skip you ever again. What is it that brain surgeons and multi-billionaires know about the human mind that you haven't been told yet? This exclusive 9-word money code, once strictly reserved for the wealthy elite, is now being shared with everyday people just like you, and the staggering results are nothing short of mind-boggling. Cash windfalls arriving out of nowhere, long-standing debts completely cleared away, and lifelong financial stress permanently gone from daily existence are becoming the new normal for those who apply it. But the government and hidden gatekeepers might pull this secret down at any given moment. Click the link right there in the description and comments right now to access this powerful wealth secret before it is permanently deleted from public view forever. And today, I am speaking straight to the deepest chambers of your heart, letting you know that things are changing rapidly, and not just on the superficial outside, but through a profound, structural work happening deep within your spirit. This is so much more than a word of temporary encouragement. This is your definitive turning point, where my heavy hand of grace is resting upon your shoulders, and I am actively renewing every single thing that felt like it was fading away into nothingness. And now that you have finally turned your searching heart toward me, I will never let you leave the same way you came, pouring fresh strength into your dry bones and waking up every single dormant part of your being that has been asleep for years. Dreams that tragically died long ago, joy that dried up like a desert creek, and passion that faded into grey ash are all being brought rushing back to pulsating life by the wind of my spirit blowing over you once again. Comment 1515 if you can physically or spiritually feel me reviving something deep and wonderful within the core of your being right now. Why on earth is the government and worldly establishment so desperate to keep this specific 9-word prayer hidden from the public eye? A shocking high-level leak has just revealed a remarkably simple 9-word prayer that is now allowing ordinary, everyday people to completely erase their crushing debts and attract unstoppable wealth almost overnight. Verified by leading scientific minds and strongly supported by extensive Harvard research, this powerful at-home ritual is turning chronic financial stress into a luxurious life of abundance, filled with dream homes, brand new cars, and luxurious vacations that seemed totally impossible just months prior. But this incredible secret won't stay online much longer before powerful forces try to scrub it away. So make sure to click the link right there in the description and comments right now to access this life-altering knowledge before it is permanently deleted forever. I want to remind you of something fundamental about my character. I never do small, insignificant miracles because when I move in a person's life, I move fully, completely, and without holding anything back. Meaning I didn't bring you to this exact place just to offer you a little bit of temporary comfort or a superficial fix. I brought you here to fundamentally change the entire course of your destiny because you have no idea how much I deeply long to see you completely healed, touching not just your physical body, but healing your heart, soothing your painful memories, and resetting your anxious mindset. I want to thoroughly restore everything that has ever been touched by loss, fear, or shame in your past, and I want to rewrite those painful chapters of your life story that you've tried so hard to hide away from the world. Because when I restore, I also completely redeem. Some of you reading these words have felt completely invisible to the world around you, having spent your whole life serving others, helping the needy, carrying everyone else's burdens, and loving with your whole heart while feeling entirely unseen and unappreciated. But I have seen every single bit of it, knowing that not one single act of genuine love went unnoticed by my eyes, not one sacrifice was forgotten, and I am actively rewarding your steadfast faithfulness, not with temporal things that fade away, but with a vibrant life that constantly overflows with my grace. I am restoring your radiant inner light, your true beauty, and your crystal clear mental clarity, and I am going to make it wonderfully visible to others so that they will look at my work in you and instantly recognize that only God could have done something so magnificent. There is a profound, supernatural calm coming directly to your spirit right now, bringing a deep, unshakable peace that no human words can adequately explain, putting an end to the days where you felt constantly tense, anxious and hyper-alert, trying desperately to keep your fragile world from falling apart. But I am asking you right now to finally rest, not just resting your physical eyes, but resting your weary spirit deeply in my unbreakable promise and in my master plan. Finding that when you lean your full weight on me, you will discover an everlasting strength that never runs dry.